tubulators and trolls. The KaBar USMC plain edge. When you get it, it's going to come in a box like this, I suppose. I thought it was going to come in a white box with the prints on it, like I've seen in the other million KaBar videos that's on YouTube, but it didn't. It came in that box, and it came with this little pamphlet. It's got some military history on the blade. It's got warranty information, history on the name right there, how it came to be called KaBar, and a little advertisement for the TDI, which is a pretty sweet little blade. I think I want to get one serrated. Let you guys know if I do. And a sheath, which actually for a $50 knife, it's the best leather sheath I've ever gotten, even if it is made in Mexico. It's actually got rivets in it as well as the stitching, you know, and a lash point, you know, slash drain hole. It's pretty conditioned, reeks like a motherfucker of conditioning, and doesn't accept the blade very well. Look at those scratches I got, and that's just one time sliding it in and out once. Let me get that up a little closer for you, maybe. Oh, yeah. In any event, the retention strap is actually conditioned and pinned in the middle, so that when you unsnap it, it flips right open, which is pretty nice. For a $50 knife, it's probably the best leather sheath I've ever gotten. You know, typically you just get that bullshit pleather and or just really just peeled hide bullshit. Anyway, nice $50 knife sheath there. I got this for exactly 49 bucks and some change on Amazon. That included taxes, shipping. And everybody knows all about the 1095 carbon steel, the leather stacked handle. I gotta tell you, the handle, when I very first took this knife out of the box, man, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. At first I didn't care for the weight, but after tinkering with it, and no usage really, I haven't cut anything, I like the way it feels. It feels great. It feels really good in the hand. The finish on this handle, it almost looks fake, like it's leather stacked, but they've sealed it with something. It smells almost like the conditioning that's on the sheath. As you can hear, it's hard as hell. It's leather. I mean, once you really look at it, you can figure out it's leather. They just got a coating on it. Anyway, the scratching to that sheath come from right here on these two edges, where they put this little groove right there, and they're sharp as hell, man. Like, I'm gonna have to file those down, maybe parkerize, put some black Parker on there to touch it back up. I really don't give a shit. Honestly, this is replacing my current little utility blade that I'm using. You know, we've all heard so much about these blades being indestructible, and I retired my other one, which was a pretty large folder. I actually been using it for a while, and I actually like fixed blades better. This is more my style, more my size, and it gave me a fucking excuse to buy another knife, so I retired the other one. And I'm not going to do any batoning or any of that other shit that you see on them other videos with those guys, because there's already a million videos out there of guys doing it. I'm just giving my opinion on it, on coming out of the box, on what it's like. You can see a little hammer cap there, the retention pin. I don't know, I've heard a lot about it not being full tang, and you can see in here, like, it cuts back, man, all the way to the beginning of the M is where the blade actually starts to go into the handle, and then about midway up the U. So about midway up the U and the M is where you actually see the blade coming into the handle. So it's actually weakened, man. It's like half of it. It's only about half of it going in. I don't know how far in it goes. Honestly, I kicked around doing a destruction video on it. I might, I don't know, expedite the usage on it and see what it can put up with. My initial impression is it'll do pretty good. I mean, for 50 bucks, it's great. It's pretty outstanding. And like, albeit I haven't used it on anything yet. Let's see how well it attacks this paper out of the box. A lot of guys say it needs sharpening out of the box. It's more like shredding. Let's put a little Put a little resistance in that paper, man, shall we? It's probably Mexican paper too, like a sheath. I'm gonna edit that. That was a joke. Play the fucking trolls don't start getting all ass hurt on me. Racist. I'm not fucking racist. My grandmother is Cuban and Mexican. I'm a quarter Hispanic, so I can get away with that shit. Anyway, that's it, man. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I do a video of me using it, like I intend to do with utility. I mean, honestly, my little utility purposes aren't going to be like camping. You know, I'm not going to be trying to baton through shit, but I might just come up with something different for you guys to look at. Trying to drive it through a fucking palm tree or something with a fucking sledgehammer. I don't know, man. Something different. If it breaks, it breaks. It was $50. It's not gonna hurt my feelings, but we'll see, man. I actually plan on using it though. It's gonna be my hip hanging utility knife. Hopefully here for the next year or two until I come up with another reason with Mama to approve me buying another blade. I've got so many knives now, and rarely do I make a video covering one, as you guys see. I've been pretty busy over the last year. I haven't been able to. That's it, man.